I often get asked the question, Amy, how do I optimize my team's efficiency and productivity? Great question to ask, and it shows that you're an engaged leader if you're thinking along these lines. So there's a few things that you want to do before you get started. Number one, you want to use data to give you some sort of indication, both from a quantitative and a qualitative standpoint, as to what's working and what isn't working. So there are two ways to go about getting this data. Number one, you can pull in somebody who is a non-employee who will do stakeholder interviews, asking each person the same question, and at the end really unearth what are the similarities between all these different interviews, so you have an idea of what's working and what isn't working. The second thing you can do is an anonymous survey that is given to all of your team members that really starts to ask questions about what is working and what isn't working. It's a company engagement survey, if you will. So once you have this data, again, quantitative and qualitative data, then you want to start going to problem solving and solutions so you can improve efficiency on your team. So next three steps that you're going to want to take. The first one is you're going to want to have a team meeting with all of the people who were either interviewed or filled out the survey. Share with them the results that you uncovered, and then have a very dynamic conversation where you come up with actionable solutions. The reason that this is important is because, number one, this will help you unearth some blind spots that you might not have seen as a leader because you're getting input from various stakeholders. Also, data shows that if people are part of the solution, coming up with the solution, they are 3.6 times more likely to be engaged. So this wins a couple of different points for you if you get your team involved in this sort of a discussion. Now, you're going to come up with solutions as a team, and then as a leader, you're also likely going to want to make some of your own decisions. Like, for example, if you need to have a reorg as a result of what you learn from this exercise. Number two, you want to look at where your high potentials are. So you likely already know who the rock stars are on your team, but this sort of exercise will really help solidify who those people are. Make sure that you're working closely with those people, because these are the people that you don't want to leave. These are the people that are really making things roll for your team and who hopefully are highly respected. So you want to make sure that you have regular check-ins with these people. Understand what their career goals are. You should be doing this with everybody, but with your high potentials in particular, you want to make sure that you accelerate their progress towards their desired career goals. And just very simply let them know that they are high potentials. So statistics also show that 79% of people quit because they don't feel appreciated. So this is a really, really easy, low-hanging fruit kind of a way to make sure that your high potentials, they know who they are and they feel appreciated. So when those recruiters start calling them, they are less likely to answer the phone. Now, again, you probably have an idea of who these people are already, but through this exercise, it's really going to confirm who those people are. You probably heard the term, a bad apple spoils the bunch. Well, that applies in this situation too. So there are short-term events that can happen in people's lives that temporarily can disrupt their productivity. If those are high performers in the past, you certainly want to support those people and make sure they get what they need through this difficult time. Now, if this becomes a chronic problem, and then you're finding, even with the absence of anomalies in their life, this is a problem employee, they're going to continue to poison your environment. And you need to move fast to get these people out. Now, I am not an expert in law on how to do this. There's plenty of people out there that are. But I will say, don't wait too long to get rid of those people, because if you do, you're going to motivate some of your high potentials to leave because they're frankly in an environment that isn't fun to be in. So I hope that's helpful. This is something that you can do on your own, but if you would like help and support, you can find me at www.swim-against.com. We can set up some time to chat and really understand what your team's goals and needs are.